grab your cup. Take a really big sip with me. Whatever warm, delicious thing you're sipping on, let that settle down into your body. Feel the comfort of that. And then consider this statement. Your pain is your gift. Just let that settle in for a minute. Your pain is your gift. What do I mean by that? What I mean is that the experiences of your life, especially the ones that have been the most painful, you could use the word trauma, because remember, trauma is whatever happened that caused you to change how you see yourself and the world. And you may feel like, well, nothing caused me to change it. I've always seen myself this way. But here's the thing. If the way that you see yourself is limiting and diminishing, if the way that you see yourself is, I don't get anything better than this, this is what I need to do to make life work, I am not good enough, I'm not worthy enough, people left me because I wasn't lovable, things don't work out for me, though any of those kinds of ways that you see yourself or the world, you were not born that way. That's not the thinking that you came into this life with. When babies are born, they think they deserve everything, because they do. We know we're fully deserving of love until things happen. So that's what trauma is. It doesn't have to be big, major, devastating things, although there's plenty of those, but it also can be just regular life things that shifted the way that you see yourself. And it shifted it enough for you to feel pain and to then create a way of being, to guard against the pain, to guard your heart, or to work really hard to earn what you think you don't really deserve. So that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. And that can be your greatest gift when you go through healing it, or if you don't like the word healing, growing from it. Because that's the access. When we grow from it, that's where your spirituality deepens. So spirituality is a deeper connectioning to yourself, to your true authentic self, to all of the divine gifts that you were born with. Each and every one of us has amazing gifts that we're here to share with the world. But a lot of times those gifts are blocked because we're not connected to ourselves. If we're spending a lot of time paying attention externally, other people have the answers. So giving the authority of our life away to other people, that's going to block our own spirituality. If we also are spending our attention, giving our attention outside, what do other people think is important? What do other people think I should be doing? How do I keep other people happy? All of that is keeping your focus out there, which is now pulling it away from inside here, right? You can't be paying attention and putting your energy in both places. But when we have painful experiences that really created our life, maybe for decades, maybe you're 40, 50, 60, 70 years old, and you've had decades of holding that pain and seeing yourself in that way. But you let yourself take that big drink I just started this conversation with, and you let it sink in. That could be the beginning, the very first step of you shifting and seeing that the pain, my trauma, is access to my spirituality. It is the access, because as we heal from it, as we stop putting our energy out and away from us, and we stop believing those false perceptions of ourselves, we start to see the truth of ourselves, and we start to put our attention and focus inside rather than outside. And guess what? What's inside is also where your source is. Your inner guidance is your connection to source. So whatever source is for you, if you want to use the word God, if you want to use love as my source, if you want to use the word universe, the word doesn't matter so much as the understanding of there is a source that we all come from. There's a life force energy that tells your heart to beat, that created you and your divine gifts. That's your source. And when you connect to yourself and you connect to your source, you deepen your spirituality. You get more and more connected to who you are. You get more and more able to share that with the world, and you stop blocking your life because you're releasing the pain of those past experiences. The experiences are gone. Parents who were too busy or too wounded themselves to love you the way you needed, partners who cheated on you and left you for someone else, jobs and opportunities that didn't pan out. Those things are all in the past. They're done and gone for a long time, maybe, a lot of them. But it's the pain that we hold about it, the upset, the defeat. That is where the block is. So with that first drink this morning and letting it really sit in you, I just use that because I love my first cup of coffee in the morning. It's really my only cup, but my first sip is so right? Letting that feeling relax you for a moment, just enough that you can actually take this concept and entertain it. Like, is that really true? I can actually allow my pain to transform into my gifts and my access to my deeper self, because it is true. So when you can start to hear that, that's your first step. That is when you start to return to you and who you truly are, instead of the misperceptions and the strategies that you developed, the automatic responses that saved you in the past. Your emotions, your authentic self, your divine gifts, your inner knowing, your connection to the divine, to your source, is what's available to you. It is what you can access if you can take that on. So enjoy this day and just consider that. Consider returning to you. Have a good day.